Hello there, welcome to this latest video here on EverCoach, and in this video we are talking about coaching questions for you as a health coach to help your clients take control of their health. Like all of our videos, this video is not only useful for you as a health coach, but if you are somebody, if you're a coach that wants to work on their own health, this video is going to be powerful because it'll help you understand how to reframe or frame some of the questions that may change the way you look at health. Health is the key to our energy levels. Health is the key to long life. Health is often responsible for great relationships. Health is often responsible for great business. It's rightly said, health is wealth. But very often it gets ignored. And it's because our body is such an amazing machine that you can throw anything at it and it tries to process it, tries to work through it. And so very often we ignore exercise, we ignore eating right. And that may over the short term be okay, but as you grow older, you realize that you've been torturing your body. You're torturing that one thing that is really holding your soul together so hard. And so maybe it is time for us to start giving some attention and change the way we look at our health. So in this video, we are going to discuss some coaching questions that you can use as a life coach, as a health coach, as even a business coach, if you're introducing wellness to somebody's life, and if you want somebody to reimagine and question how they have been looking at their health right now. The first question that I'm going to share with you that you can use as a health coach to inspire change in somebody else's health journey is a question that changed my personal self and my own vision of myself recently. The question is framed something like this, and you can tweak it the way you want. But the question is, if we were to time travel to when you are 65 or 75, how does your life look like? What is it that you do? How's your vitality? What are you doing? And when you ask that question to someone, there are some images that will pop in everybody's mind. If I asked you that question, you may go, Ajit, I would be taking a hike with my life partner. I would be going to the gym. I would be surfing. I'll be living on the beach, walking out to the beach. I'll be running at the beach. I'll be living at this 5-star place doing these 5-star things. I would be vital. I'll be joyous. I'll be laughing with my friends. I'll be drinking. I'll be eating the best foods. And while you share all these visions, and I shared the same visions, I was like, well, at 65, I'll be vital. I'll be fit. I'll be healthy. I'll be having the greatest amazing time with my partner. I would be doing the best thing with my kids. We'll be going to great places, eating great food and great travel and this and that. And hopefully by that time, they would have opened up tourism to space for everyone and we would go probably to space. And all that type of fun stuff that probably you want to do, I want to do too. So as I answered that question, a follow-up question came to my mind. I was like, if life would be like that at 65, why is my life today not similar to that? And if I can't do those things today, do I believe that my body is going to be ready at 65 to do those things, or at 75 to do those things? So if today I'm not running on the beach and taking hikes every day, what tells me that at 65 I will do it? If I can't do it today when I am more vital, in principle, I have a body of 30-some-year-old. If I can't do it at that, how will I do it at 65 or 75? So that question inspired and sparked a whole transformation in my health journey suddenly, because suddenly I was wondering, if I want to live like that at 65, if that's my future, if that's what my reality is going to be years from now, it needs to be my reality today. So I can't have that reality in the future. I need to start acting today to be equally vital, to do the activities that I want to do later, because if I won't do it today, there's no reason to believe that I will do it later. And that changed my health journey. So my invitation for you, for your clients, for you, the health transformation that your clients are seeking is to ask your clients to go walk into the future and define their ideal 65, 75, 85-year-olds. And as they define themselves into the future and they list it down, ask them what are they doing today to be able to live that life in the future, or how is it that today's their life does not look anything like that, but in the future it would. And that would hopefully spark a whole transformation like it did for me. The second question is closely related to this question, but it is something that inspires a conversation that is slightly different. So the question is, how long do you think you will live? And how is it that you will be living at the end of your time? So say, for example, if you would ask this question to me a few years ago, an average age in my family is like 70. So I would be like, all right, how long do you live, Ajit? How long do you think you will live, Ajit? I'll be like, maybe around 70. And then if you ask me, okay, how will you be at 70? I'll be like, oh, I'll be vital, I'll be healthy, I'll be doing things with my wife, we'll be traveling the world, and we'll be having fun times with our kids and grandkids maybe at that time, and so on and so forth. And then that question really begged the next question, which was, well, if that is how you will be, do you think you will die at 70? If you're somebody who is vital and vibrant and lives amazingly well, do you really think you're going to pass on? Well, if you're healthy, you will not. And that means you would firstly live longer. And secondly, if you want to live like that at 70, what do you need to do today so you can live like that at 70? Right? It changes the way you approach life, and it also expands your horizon to thinking that life can be much longer than what you previously anticipate. It also brings attention of your clients towards how long do they think, how much is their programming, subconscious programming, putting themselves at, how old they will be. Right? And that helps us understand the subconscious reality that your client may be living because they have created an expectation of the lifespan that they have without understanding how lifespan really works and how it has actually been expanding over the last several decades and is going to continue to expand in the coming decades with the research in science and so forth, not only in context of number of years that you get to live, but also how when you are at that age. So that question helps you extend the lifetime of your clients, and it also inspires your clients to really ask themselves that how is it that today their life needs to be for the vitality that they seek in the future. The third question that will help your clients to change their health story, that will help your coaching clients change the way they look at their health, is to ask them this question. What do you believe is the role of your health in your life? Where does that belief come from? And are you living in alignment with how you see yourself health-wise? The reason why this question is so important is because very often our clients have never really paid attention to what do they think healthy is? What do they believe about health? What's their relationship with health? What is their relationship with their body? And because they've never really reflected on it, they have not built a true value system around it. They've never really diagnosed their own value system around it. And because of that, it's harder for them to even know that they are doing something wrong or they are not paying attention to their health, because in their reality, they're doing everything right. They are thinking about it right. And if you challenge that notion, if you say, okay, let's bring attention towards what is it that is healthy? Do you think you are healthy? What does health mean for you? What is the role of health in your life? Suddenly, as you bring attention to health in their lives, they get to question it. And as they question it, it leads to their wheels turning, their thought process turning, and them going, what is it that I really believe? What is it healthy for me? How is it being healthy for me? What is the role of health in my life? And does it play a vital role? And if the answer is yes, what am I doing about it? Most of us live subconsciously, unconsciously in our health realities, right? We get hungry, we get food. We're not thinking about food ahead of time. We're not thinking about why we should eat that for lunch and that for dinner. We're just responding to what's happening in our body. So when we bring attention of our coaching clients towards their health, their story around health starts to reveal, inviting it to be questioned, and hence inviting it to be transformed. Now, me inviting you to ask your health coaching clients to question their health is so they can start to transform their lives. This is exactly what we try to do at this YouTube channel as well. Every single week, we release a new video so you can question what you have been thinking about your coaching practice, about how you've been approaching your clients, how you've been working with your clients. And every single time you watch one of these videos, you hopefully get a new way to think about your coaching practice. You get a new way on how to coach your clients. You get a new way on how to transform more and more lives. And most importantly, you continue to change your own life. And that is why I invite you to hit that red subscribe button. Because every single time you hit that red subscribe button, you are now enabling YouTube to show you when a new video is released. It's completely non-threatening. It'll just be in your feed, but at least you will have an understanding that a new video is there. Maybe you want to go check it out. So go ahead, hit that red subscribe button. If you're a health coach, a life coach, a business coach, any kind of coach, it is going to be vitally useful for you as you transform your client's life and transform your own lives. If there's a particular question that has already stood out for you, leave it in the comment section below, because I will be very interested to see which of these questions are already turning wheels in your own mind, where you're starting to question your health, where you're starting to question things about your health, and you're thinking about, oh, how can I think about my life differently? How can I think about my future differently? How can I think about my health differently? Because that would be so interesting to find. So go ahead and share that with me in the comment section below. And that brings me to the fourth question. The fourth question is a key question, because most of us at some point has tried to transform our health, and we have failed at it, right? That's why we call the yo-yo diets and the yo-yo exercises, because we go, oh, I'm excited about my health, I'm going to do this, and then we try for a couple of days and then we fail at it, right? And that becomes a big challenge when we are trying something else to change our health. So when we are approaching our clients who've been struggling with health, and now you're showing up as a health coach, you may find inherent resistance in their life where they don't even know why they're resisting, because they want the change, but they're resisting it because they haven't really identified that it has happened with them so many times that they feel a little jaded subconsciously. The question for your health coaching client is, have you tried and failed in the past to work on your health? If the answer is yes, would you be willing to give a try to something that's fast, easy, and sounds fun at the same time? The reason why you're bringing awareness towards that they may be resisting what you are proposing to them because they have tried and failed in the past. And this awareness brings attention towards that what has happened in the past may not have to happen in the future. And that's why the follow-up of the question, and this is an invitation for you as a health coach to make sure that this happens as well in your client's journey, is to make it fast, make it easy, and make it fun. Health, or our health goals, are hard. We have lived a big part of our lives not focusing on it. And because of that, every time we try, our past programming, our default behaviors just take over. And even when we really want a new life for ourselves health-wise, we fail. And so our job as health coaches, our job as coaches, our job as life-transforming coaches is to make it easy for our clients to be able to get those results. Make it fast so they don't feel like it'll take forever. And to make it fun so they can have fun along the way, because this road is going to be long. Irrespective of where your health is, if you're trying to get better, it'll take time. Your body has been conditioned to behave in a particular way for years, decades. Now you're reconditioning it. It needs to unlearn all those bad behaviors and patterns and find new behaviors and patterns. It will take time. It better be fun. So ask your clients, are you resisting change? Because in the past, it didn't work out. And would you be open to change if we, as a coach-coachee relationship, as your health coach, can make it fast, can make it easy, most importantly, make it really fun, so we can have this journey together? And that brings me to the final health coaching question that you can ask your clients that are willing to change their health as a health coach and be able to hopefully transform their lives. And this, if not presented right, can hit really hard for your clients. So be careful as to when you present this question. The question is, when did you give up on your health goals? Do you believe you have grown from that point? And are you willing to bring a new version of you to your future self? The reason why this question sometimes is hard is because we are bringing attention towards something that they may have given up on, that they don't want to give up on. When did you give up on your health goals? The reason why this question is important is because it registers in the mind of your client as to when is it, or what was the event, when was the circumstance, what was the thing that they were trying to do that didn't work out, that they said, screw it, I'm not going to do it. And that attention to that event gives you permission to work with your client to suggest that that was in the past, and that they've moved on, they've grown from it, they're a different person now. And now is the time where they choose version 2.0, 3.0, 5.0 for themselves to take it into their future, where they are their healthiest selves, the self that they truly know that they want to be, are capable of being. So my invitation for you is to ask this question, but be careful as you ask this question, because it can offend a few people. But it's an important question to ask. So if all else fails, here is that question. Now, as we were experiencing all these 5 questions that will help you transform the health life of your clients as a health coach, Which one was the one that hit home for you? Which one are the ones that you think will really resonate with your clients and they will be really excited about that question? And they will really see that turn of wheels happening in their mind and they can change their health story. Share with me in the comment section below. I would love to hear what is that question that really landed for you as a person and you think will land for your clients. If there's any additional question that you as a health coach think we should incorporate in here, go ahead, post that in the comment section below. It's always good to help other friends here who are all health coaches, are trying to change the health story of this world, because we all know that is so very needed. We all need to work on our health, especially during these times. Thank you so much for watching. This is Ajit Navlakha, and you are watching this on EverCoach.